Undoubtedly, Twitter is an important means of communication for the world. Many things happen there. The 140 characters you can write are enough for many personalities in the world to make their perspectives and opinions known on many current issues. The trend allows to know the most controversial and debated topics at a global and national level at the same time. Following threads on Twitter can be as informative as a waste of time. But the most interesting value of Twitter is its reach and power over the population. It is the amount of data and information it counts. Elon Musk always bets on Twitter. He is currently its biggest investor. However, he has long wanted to own the platform, to which no one objected, after going back and forth with the amount, conditions, and deadlines they agreed to meet. What can go wrong? We know Elon as a business tycoon, the kind of guy who builds a business and makes it prosperous and successful. But we also know him for his controversial way of being, always in fashion and getting people talking. Usually, when a person like Elon Musk wants something, he gets it. And so it should be with Twitter, but it seems that the parties did not come to an agreement. On the 8th of July, Musk backed out of the purchase, and you say, well, that's normal. But no, because Elon had committed to see the deal through and do everything he could to close it. A breached contract, for which Twitter is now demanding. The dispute started because Elon demanded certain conditions to complete the transactions, one of which was that Twitter showed him that there were no bot users, i.e. non-human users. It sounds logical, since it is the humans who use it every day on their accounts that give value to the platform. The more you use it, the better for Elon Musk. Now, after Elon backed out of the purchase, Twitter is suing for breach of contract, and rightly so, as he had promised to terminate the deal after all claims were delivered to him in the stipulated time, which would be in October. On that date, Elon backed out, and Twitter demanded that Elon pay $54.20 per share as, according to them, they had met the conditions. Musk and his lawyers reaffirmed that they have not been met and that no information was provided, and ask that the trial will be held after February. But the court rules in Twitter's favor, and the trial will be held in October this year. Delaware Chancery Court Chief Judge Kathleen St. J. McCormick is the one who, on Tuesday at the remote hearing, stated that the trial would be in October, and that Musk and his lawyers, quote, underestimate the ability of this court to expeditiously prosecute the complex legal disputes in mergers and acquisitions cases. It seems that Musk is not the favorite. Although he wants to buy it, Elon has not stopped trashing the social network's reputation, bad-mouthing it on the platform itself and in other media. Ever since he ended up buying 10% of its shares in April, and repeatedly posted on his account that he would cancel the purchase because Twitter, quote, flatly refuses to provide information about spam accounts and bots that Twitter denies. So, after months of procrastination and slander, Twitter wants to hold Musk to his word. It's not all about money. The social network shares have dropped quite a bit since the billionaire first stepped down in May, after which the stock fell 20% and damaged the state of the platform. It is clear that he intends to buy it at a lower price than he first promised, causing its value to fall. Currently, Twitter shares have been suspect since Elon Musk's lawsuit appeared, and they are stable. In its lawsuit, Twitter accuses Musk of hypocrisy and bad faith. Today, the stock is trading at $40, in part because uncertainty over the controversial buyout is keeping the company on hold. Experts anticipate that mountains of data will have to be analyzed to prove, as Musk claims, that the platform has far more automated and spam accounts than the official 5% it has presented. The only thing that delayed the purchase agreement is this request for information that would show that the number of fake accounts is greater than the 5% declared by Twitter, and they claim that Elon only wants to destroy the deal. Musk was fully aware of the bot problem when he forced the deal to buy the company, Twitter's lawyers said in a filing on Monday. The social network's lawsuit states that information vital to Elon was already provided by Twitter, and they say Elon, quote, refuses to fulfill his obligations to Twitter and its shareholders because the deal he was connected to no longer serves the personal interests of the. Continuing in this vein, it is necessary to make clear that it is not only the reputation, but also the value and the entire structure of Twitter that is at stake. Thousands of employees and suppliers are today working under uncertainty. Quote, millions of Twitter shares are traded daily under a cloud of doubt created by Musk. No public company of this size and scale has ever had to endure these uncertainties, says Twitter's lawyers. The social network has already endured many cancellations by Elon that were made public. Perhaps this time, Elon wanted to play cancel and lower his price even further. But this time, Twitter responded in a blunt and forceful manner with a demand to terminate the deal. Fake accounts not only annoy Elon Musk, they can campaign globally around an issue and achieve their goal. It is well known that groups of haters can shake the confidence of any public figure with their comments on social media. Twitter is the main network for sarcastic and funny comments in tearing down what they propose with their hashtags and threads that go viral. Recently, there was a campaign for the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. The campaign was called #ReleaseTheSnyderCut. Apparently, Warner Media's research reported that at least 13% of the users who participated were fake accounts. Quote, after researching online conversations about the Justice League Snyder Cut premiere, specifically the hashtags #ReleaseTheSnyderCut and #RestoreTheSnyderverse on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, analysts detected an increase in negative activity created by both real and fake authors. In addition, 3 leaders were identified within the author scanned on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, 1 leader on each platform. These leaders received the highest engagement and have large followings, giving them the ability to influence public opinion. The investigation began after an image was posted on Instagram showing the decapitated heads of Jeff Johns, producer of Justice League, Walter Hamada, president of DC Films, and Toby Emmerich, former president of Warner Bros. Pictures Group. The 3 men associated with the opposition to Zack's leadership of the Justice League. Becky Wanta, Chief Information Officer and Chief Technology Officer at Q5ID, said the analysis shows that, quote, there is no doubt that bots were involved. In these campaigns led by 1 or more users, they can trace the line of messages back to the main sender, as all the messages arrive at the same time and in large numbers, contrary to the organic reach of a post many times. If it is analysis can be said of the main source, that is what Twitter should do with all their campaigns, to know in those cases what percentage of those accounts are fake. A lot to analyze, isn't it? The campaign put pressure on Warner to get Zack Snyder to release his version of Justice League. The fake accounts helped amplify the fan message. If a group of Zack Snyder fans can get a movie out, what more could bots do? However, while the existence of fake accounts is a fact of life, what does Twitter have to do with it? Elon Musk versus Twitter will take place in October. Until then, the evidence must be analyzed, namely thousands of data that would show how many accounts are fake or bots. Twitter, meanwhile, shares at $40 per share as of Monday. If the court rules in favor of Twitter, Musk must buy it for $44 billion. That's the equivalent of $54.20 per share, a big target for the Twitterer who is the darling of the field. Since his announcement in April, Musk has asked for and obtained, maligned, and canceled the purchase 3 times in May, June, and July, watching from some luxury yacht as the shares of the company he intends to buy crumble in uncertainty. It seems that business is business, and even if you are the richest man in the world, you have to keep your commitments. Musk says Twitter wants to take the case, quote, at the speed of light, as the amount of information that needs to be analyzed to prepare the case is immense. The tycoon and his team know what's coming. The Delaware Chancery Court is fast and efficient because of its specialty in securities and commercial law. It is known for resolving mergers and acquisitions litigation quickly and thoroughly, so it has rejected Musk and his lawyers' request to delay the trial. Twitter's lawyers pointed out that they only need 4 days to prove that Elon should buy Twitter at $54.20 per share, which would lead to the billionaire paying $44 billion to buy the social network. Bots or no bots, Twitter will be yours. If the trial takes place in September, the judgment will be delivered in time before the expiry of the contract deadline on the 24th of October, the closing of the transaction. Did you like today's topic? Why don't you leave a comment? So much for today's video. Thanks for joining us for another video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications every time we upload new content about business and business news. If you like this kind of content, give us a like. See you in the next video.